another basketball. It's Filthy Casual back at it again with another basketball vid. Leave a like, subscribe. This is going to be a bunch of players who I think are poised for a breakout season slash MIP season. It's kind of both. It's both. Well, the first player that I feel like I need to have on this list is Anthony Edwards. He's probably the one person everybody's positive is going to make a breakout year. He's, gonna take the NBA world by storm. He's got Rudy Gobert on his team now, so he literally just has to focus on scoring, and I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to be one of the best scorers in the league, and, he really has a chance to be either All-NBA or make his first All-Star team, and I think this could be that year for him, and where he jumps into that top, 20 to 15 range. Well, I think he already is there, but maybe that's me projecting. But yeah, this is this year for him. Another player who I have on this list is Tyrese Halliburton with the Pacers. Towards the end of the season, he started averaging 20 and 10 on really, really good efficiency, as always with Tyrese Halliburton. And of course, I'm really high on him as an individual as well as a player. I think he's really smart. I think he's really humble. I think he's hardworking. He's got all the unintangibles that will make him a good NBA player and a successful individual in life beyond basketball. So I really think that he is going to continue that trajectory, and while the Pacers might be too bad for him to realistically get this award, I think he is going to have a standout season, and we'll see what he could do with, let's be real, probably a crappy Pacers roster, because they're probably trading Buddy Hield and Miles Turner at some point in the next, mid-season deadline, before the season, sometime. They're probably trading them. So, moving on, we have LaMelo Ball. So, LaMelo Ball, I think, kind of got forgotten about. He was an all-star this year, but he didn't really get talked about that much. I had this kind of, feeling that I thought he had a bad season, but I double-checked his stats, and I was like, maybe he didn't have a bad season. And I think he's primed to continue improving, because the fact that I watched Hornets games, not a ton of them, but I did watch some Hornets games, and I felt like Melo was, had a lot to improve upon. I think his handle can be better. I think his finishing can be better. There's a lot of specific things about his game that he can very easily improve upon. Well, maybe not easily, but, improve upon in the next couple of years. And I think this year is, another year for him to leap into that upper tier, whether that means adding another couple of assists onto the box score, and maybe some more points. But we'll see, because now that Miles Bridges isn't on this squad, it's going to be all LaMelo. So if we're looking at a statistical leap, LaMelo might have the biggest one out of any of these people. Probably in the points per game and not in the assist department, because now he has very few people to pass to. Maybe Gordon Hayward if he's healthy. All right, the other one that I kind of want to talk about is Lonzo Ball. He's kind of injured, maybe. I don't really know. I've heard both that he won't play for the start of the season, but also that might be not true. So I don't really know what's going on with Lonzo Ball, but I think that he was having a career year for the Bulls. I think he was probably I know that his maybe his points wasn't as high as, it was probably, I think it was around the same. It's all been the same kind of vein as far as his statistical production, but he was one of the best defensive players in the league. I think he can make an all defensive team if he can just stay healthy. I think he can be, the third guy for this squad. I know Vooch was supposed to be that, but or maybe Patrick Williams, but I really think that Lonzo can step into that role, and I think that Lonzo does a lot for the team that they need him for. So I think Lonzo could be one of those extremely valuable, and if he just gets healthy, if he just gets healthy, I don't know if he'll take the statistical production, but I think could be a really good year, assuming healthy. Other than that, we've got Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes had a fantastic Rookie of the Year campaign, and I'm afraid that he'll have a sophomore slump. I hope he doesn't, because I really want to see what a better version of him looks like because he was already so good. And yeah, I don't really have a ton to say about Scotty Barnes. He was just the rookie of the year. I think everybody was watching like a ton of him, and you've all seen the highlights. He's a defensive beast. He's freaking massive. Like, that's kind of underrated about Scotty Barnes. Like, the dude's huge. Like, he's just big, and he's mobile. So yeah, Scotty Barnes gonna be in it. So I've also got another player in the Eastern Conference that also wears kind of a maroon color, Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley, I think, is also a player that everybody's super high on. I'm not sure about his statistical jump per se. I think he's got the room for it. He's only, he's already averaged 15 points. He's pretty efficient. I think his improvement as far as for this upcoming year really comes from his intangibles, I don't really want to say outside shooting because he's like a power forward for them, but if he could maybe shoot better to work alongside Jarrett Allen, I think that would probably be the best thing for them. So that would be an area of improvement for him. And also, I think, as far as the points, I think he can average more than what he averaged. And I know he's going to be sharing the ball a lot, and I'm not sure about the opportunity because of Donovan Mitchell. But because Donovan Mitchell's there, more eyes are going to be on Cleveland. And you know what? More people are going to see Evan Mobley be absolutely fantastic. And I think he might steal an all-star from Jarrett Allen because I think people think that Evan Mobley will be better than Jarrett Allen. And he might already be. He's really fantastic. Oh, no shade to Jarrett Allen, though. He's my homeboy. Brooklyn Nets player for life. Sadly not. Well, anyways, another player that I have on this list that also might be a little bit starved for opportunity might be Tyrese Maxiell. So Tyrese Maxiell is obviously on the 76ers. He's going to be playing alongside James Harden and Joel Embiid. So that will eat into his possible jump for the MIP. But I think he will have a breakout year. He looked really good last year. And the reason why I'm high on the 76ers is because I'm high on Tyrese Maxiell. Tyrese Maxiell is, I feel like he's even like talked about a lot, so I don't know if I should. But he made a huge jump last season. He went from 8 points to like 18 points or like 17 points, whatever it was. And all the little stuff, like his passing improved, his effort improved, his shooting pretty much everywhere improved. Like he started to figure it out. And I think with another full year under his belt, he is just going to explode into the next season. And I think the 76ers might have a not like a big three, but Tyrese Maxiell could be that third dude. And I also think James Harden's going to have a good year. But that's a different video. The last person that I have on this list is a man close to my own heart, R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett has had his growth stunted by the New York Knicks, sadly so, because he is so good. And the thing is, he's gotten better every year. He's seen not only a statistical improvement, but a visual improvement every year of his career. The only issue is that he's still inefficient on certain things. His shooting he shot 40% in his second year. It went down to like 35%, 34% in his junior year, I guess you would call it, his third year in the league. His field goal percentage dropped as well. He's obviously dealing with efficiency issues, but part of that is because Julius Randle became a complete non-factor compared to previous seasons. In his second year, RJ was a secondary piece to Julius Randle, and he got a lot more open looks. This year, maybe not so much. Julius Randle was a way worse passer. He was significantly worse from three, and that impacted RJ. Now, towards the end of the season, RJ really started to figure it out. He wasn't averaging 20 the whole season, but he ended the season averaging, I think it was like 24, 23, something like that. He was averaging a lot of points, and he was doing it efficiently. So really the only thing that I'm looking for out of RJ is showing that he has a right hand and showing some poise, because RJ has so much raw talent, but there's so much that he can improve upon. He can improve upon his pick and roll play. He can improve upon his ball handling, his shooting, his efficiency. There's so many avenues for him to get better, and he's already really good. So RJ is like the guy, and maybe it's because he's on my team. I'm like hoping and praying that my guy RJ just makes this leap. If not this year, next year, it's his time, and it's the New York Knicks time. Maybe not this season. I think we need to get rid of Julius Randle for hopefully depth, and then we can just run it out there with RJ and Obi and Jalen Brunson. I don't know if Evan Fournier is a part of that, but we got some Mitchell Robinson, and then we got Quickly coming off the bench. But Quickly could be. This is turning into a Knicks video. All right, thank you so much for watching the video. This went 11 minutes. Oh, that was way longer than I thought it would be. All right, well, thank you so much for watching it. Leave a comment, like and sub. Yeah, because I'm filming this. My nose is beat red. I am sick. So thank you for watching this, and have a wonderful evening and day.